Anyways, I feel like one of the key problems I was having in certain matchups, what prompted the revisions is not really Secret Pally. Like Secret Pally is just not a good matchup, and I don't think it's really that easy to tech the warrior deck to make it like a favorable matchup. Like I don't think it'll ever be a favorable matchup for warrior. So just don't bother with Secret Pally. Yeah, like you'll have some tough games, but there's other decks in the meta right now. I feel like it's relatively healthy because there's like some different decks now that are being played. Guini, what's with the spam? Yeah, so the matchups that I try to tech more for is like one is the mirror, making sure the mirror is basically 100%, winnable. Like you always win the mirror. You want to win against. I think this improved against handlocks because sometimes when they go into Draxus mode early and you don't have any way to bypass taunts, the Brand Juggernaut really is another way to get lethal. It really improved the mid-range Pally matchup because one of the issues is like finishing them off in fatigue, and just having the Brand Juggernaut deal direct 20 damage to face in fatigue. That's just amazing. Also to beat out some really stupid decks. Like I really hate losing against decks like Mill Rogue and Dreadsteed Warlock. They're not like super popular, but actually recently today I faced quite a few Mill Rogues. I think there are some streamers that are popularizing Mill Rogue, so yeah, it's cool. It's nice to have Iron Juggernauts because then when they start doing Cold Light stuff, they have to worry about these Juggernauts. Have you faced Reno Paladin? The list that Life Coach played is really popular on EU, at least. Yeah, I like facing Life Coach's list. I think we're favored. So this guy's playing an aggro Paladin. So yeah, Deathlord. Also, yeah, Deathlord helped against aggro decks, like having a Deathlord against Face Hunter, having Deathlord against Eboladin. It's been pretty nice. And not only that, Deathlord actually helps in the mirror matchup because then it forces them to draw a card. So you actually can fatigue them faster. So yeah, it's pretty nice having the Armor Smith and Deathlord start because then you can use the Armor Smith to pop the Divine Shield and probably kill a dude the following turn. Unfortunately, had a double mini bot start. We can pop a Divine Shield and we can still protect the Armor Smith with Deathlord. The other option would have been to use Bash, but then Bash allows your Armor Smith to die. So I'd rather just save the Bash for the following turn. Hey MV Parker, how's it going? What were the thought process that made you create the Reno deck? Well, I wanted to play with new cards. So that's mainly a thought process, I guess. I mean, the idea was against aggro decks. The point of Reno, I feel like, is that you may need to drop on turn 6, so you want to make it consistent. That's why I don't run any duplicates. So as we can see, he's playing aggro. And we have Brawl in hand, which is awesome. I think we want to protect the Deathlord as long as possible. Make him sink as many resources into it as we can. So we'll just keep the high health. Because like he doesn't really want to spend so many resources to kill it, but he also doesn't want to silence it either. That's why I like people ask about why don't you use Monkey Taunt? Monkey Taunt doesn't have as much HP as Deathlord, and it's more immune. It's like this is immune to silence. Like nobody wants to silence a Deathlord. Juggler. All right. I mean that's a decent pull from Deathlord for him, but it's definitely not like Tyrion or something. Have you considered carrying 2 good cards like Deathbite? Yeah, I have, but like. I have run into those situations. If I run dupes, then if I don't draw the dupes and I have Reno that I want to drop in turn 6, I can't. So that just sucks. That kind of defeats the purpose of a Reno deck, right? Hey Octillions. What's the reason of including Deathwing in your deck? One is for fun, and second is like another board clear option. Everything face? Oh, okay. So he's probably preparing for Divine Wanker or something. Yeah. Got pretty lucky on the juggles. Probably just Brawl here. We'll just Brawl. We'll play Baron Geddon the following turn. We're at like fairly high HP. And he's got no cards left. So we Brawl. Following turn we have both Baron Geddon and Dr. Boom. That's kind of the worst outcome for us. Yeah, that's the worst outcome. But we do have a clear with Baron Geddon. So we just hope he doesn't top deck Divine Wanker. The only way for him to come back, I think, is Divine Wanker. Blessing of Might is okay. It's not Blessing of Kings, at least. So this is totally fine. And as long as we maintain the board clear, which is what Baron Geddon is going to do, it's going to clear the board every turn. He needs to have chargers and like, and some buffs. Like, I have a deck question for you after you finish this. Yeah, sure. Akshay, how's it going? Congrats, your ladder's pretty high right now. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Thanks, yeah, sure. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving as well. Yeah, it'd be nice to get like some kind of healing. I think we can't afford not to armor every turn. And at this point, we're also putting him on a clock because we're gonna get pretty close to lethal. Like, we can Taskmaster to deal. So we have 15 on board right now. We'll have 17, and then the Boombots. So the Boombots will represent lethal here. Yeah. So I think he's dead. Because even with the axe, I guess the axe should be enough too. We don't even need the Boombots. Would you consider putting Healbot in this since you also run Bran? Yeah, you could think about taking a Healbot. I'm not sure what I'd take out though. Like, I really like Lotheb just because of the body. It trades with pretty much every other 5-drop, and it has a very powerful effect. If you don't run into too many weapon classes, then you could consider taking out Harrison for the Healbot. I just like the way that Harrison and Lotheb trade with other 5-drops and 6-drops, and Belcher is like solid taunt too. Nice plays. Thanks, Timta. Maybe I should highlight that one. That was a decent game. Well, just like it showcase, you know, how the deck performs against cancer decks. What a win! Yeah. Well, it's like, to be honest, we top decked the weapon, but we didn't need to because at the very minimum, the Boombots will deal 2 damage. So we had lethal by playing Dr. Boom, and just so Taskmaster Dr. Boom will be at 1 HP, but he'll be at 0. So that's what matters. Hey Cakes, thanks for the follow.